Welcome to Ishira's World. I'm a life coach. Ishira's World. Welcome to Ishira's World. I'm your life coach. Welcome to Ishira's World. I'm a life coach. Ishira's World. Welcome to Ishira's World. I'm a life coach. Hi everyone. My name is Ishira and welcome to my world. Today's circle of knowledge is going to be a little complicated, but I'm going to try my best to break it down as best as I can. Also, I want to put a disclaimer here before I start. One thing, my videos is raw dog, so from beginning to end, I'm going to give you my feedback. If you need or feel that you don't agree or you're get upset at something I say but if I say something that might get you upset, I'm sorry. It's not my intention. My intention for this video is to give you as much metaphysical knowledge as possible. And to do that, I have to sometimes shatter old beliefs and share with you truth that might scare you. But in the long run, it's going to help you out. But feel free to go to other YouTubes. I'm going to try my best to use keywords in this whole episode. Again, this is a disclaimer. It's a very complicated episode. And the title of this episode is Business Entertainment. Business Entertainment. For all my singers, actors, comedians, all of you who are in this international entertainment biz, and for the people who want to get into the business, I would like to share with you the truths, the metaphysical truths about being an entertainer and what you really have to do to get all that money they give you up front. So this is, again, a disclaimer. If you question something, Google it on YouTube. The words that I'm using, put them in the search engine, and then videos will come up. And I try my best to remind you of the information content that I saw in the last video, because I am a visual learner more so than a writing learner. So a lot of my hints on where you can look up the truth is in visual. So I'll try my best to give you keywords. Now, the title of this circle of knowledge is Business Entertainment. Business Entertainment. What's the word business? Look it up. The definition of business is he give you something, you give him something, and y'all both benefit from the transaction. Y'all both benefit from the transaction. That's business. When two parties benefit each other, that's business. Then you have entertainment. And the word, let's break down entertainment. E-N-T-E-R, enter. T-E-R, N-T-E-R, enter, meaning to go into. Then you have entertain. To tain is to capture, is to confine. And then you have ment, M-E-N-T, the last root part of entertainment, and that means the result of an action, the means and the result of an action. So entertainment, when you break it down, it don't sound too hype, and it's not, because what you're doing in the entertainment field and getting all the fame and fortune is you're signing your soul away. You're signing your soul away, your body, will, emotion. You're signing it away, and you're giving it to the Jewish 13 families who run this third dimensional realm, and who run basically the 7 main companies that run this whole monopoly, which we call United States of America. And basically, they pimp out your souls to entities, to species, and I'm not going to say negative entities, but the ones who believe Satan is God, because there's only two groups of spiritual beings: one that believes Satan is God, and one that believe light is God. Satan dark, light is the goddesses and the gods that all create the intergalactic atmosphere, what we call the intergalactic space confederacy. Where do you think they received it from? Example, Star Wars. He got it because he bet you have met the families. So know that Business entertainment, the word itself is not a good word, and you're basically selling your soul, mind, body, and will, and emotion, and consciousness to the Jewish family. And for that, you're going to have to do things like being a slave, a sex slave, doing sexual rituals. You're also dealing with the devils, who are the Greys, because it's a two-party system that makes you the, what will I say, the slave, the puppet, the Illuminati puppet. And they're not the illuminated ones, you guys. They've taken the Eye of Ra, they've taken the Star of David and twisted it into something bad. I fight for the goodness of light. I do my rituals and my magic for the goodness of light. There are others like the Greys who are, again, I'm not going to go to the Greys, because you can go to my video. I did a whole complete breakdown of the Moorish legacy, and in that story you find out how the Greys and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds came together to manipulate this whole third dimensional realm. They use potent technology to keep the entertainers in line. They use potent technology to keep the entertainers in line. They use stuff like MK Ultra mind control, where they basically mind control you by doing things like keeping you in isolation, putting you on drugs, giving you sensory deprivation, shocking you with electroshots, put you in deprivation tanks, hot and cold, isolating you. These are the Luciferians. These are not the Illuminati. They're the Luciferians. I call them the Luciferians because they think Satan is God. And I believe that the goddess and the gods created nature and Father Time. You need it too. Polarity, you need two. There's not one not better than the other. So they use MK Ultra technology. They also do blood sacrifices. They do implants of chips in their brain to make sure that they stay obedient, or they might get crazy. When they get crazy and start acting like Michael. Oh, Michael, I know you were trying to help us. I know you were trying to share your information about the Illuminati, but this was after you made tons and tons of money. Like Tupac says, it makes no sense for someone to win the lottery and a whole bunch of people starving. So know that in the entertainment biz, they train you to be a slave. And I really feel bad because it's basically two parties that's doing this. The Greys and the 13 families who run this world. They live and thrive off chaos, off sex rituals, off ego, off drugs. That's why they pimp the entertainer's body, so then they get possessed by certain energies that want to feel emotion. That's why other species hate us, because we are the only ones that really feel emotion with the heart. And everybody knows through the book The Heart's Code, they've had instances, an example of my truth. They've taken heart transplants and given to other people, and the people with the new hearts are feeling what the first person experienced, whether it be food craving or habits. So hearts are very strong and important. But unfortunately, the Illuminati, what you guys call the Illuminati, I call the Luciferians, they use all they can. They also use plastic surgery. They also use cloning, you guys. Cloning, if you don't know what cloning is, they manipulate the DNA genes. Nothing robotic about it, but they manipulate the DNA gene and they create a total copy through synthesizing and through artificial means. But they have machinery and technology to speed up the process, and boom, create a replica in like months. I'm not sure how long it takes, but I know it's quick. It has to be quick. I don't know how quick. So know that they do that, and they pimp your soul, they pimp your body, and they pimp it to the highest bidder, and they're making this business with the other species out in the intergalactic heaven. We are not alone, you guys. Stop thinking we alone. There are billions and billions of different dimensions and different species that fraternize with each other on an intergalactic levels. The Greys only created the Rockefeller and the Rothschilds, the two families that became 13 families, only because they knew they were doing business with the intergalactic confederation, which was the Satars. And before the Satas, it was the Arians. Arians got tired of working in the intergalactic space, so they passed it down to the Satas. The Satas was a female empire that was very greedy, and to this day, they run shit. This is why I pray to a goddess mostly, but knowing that there's both goddess and God. They are puppets, you guys. So if you want to be a singer, you want to be an actor, you're going to become a puppet, and you have to be comfortable with what you are choosing. Okay? You sign, again, your soul, your life, your body, your mind, and your will for a certain amount of years, whether it be 10, 20 years. And then you basically also have to pay them back, the record company, the re-up money, all the money they spent on you, which could be anything, unless you have a contract saying, I want you to only spend this much for my promotion. But then how do you get to the super big bucks? When you want the super Beyonce, Jay-Z, Michael Jackson money, you got to spend a lot to get a lot, you know, but that's what you sign away for. You sign away for it for the quick satisfaction now, and they get the long-term, Joe. They basically become you become a possession of the entertainment biz, and they get their money worth. From the gate, from when you walk in, before you sign your contracts, you come into a sex party and fucking and sucking a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I'm telling you this now. And I digress and move on. Don't believe me? Do your research. Also, the Greys sell your energies, I said, to other international species. So know that they'll never run out of wanting entertainers, and also making money capital for them to ascertain and keep power here. So, and they also do things like sexual torture and verbal abuse. And you basically, when you sign and go through a complete ritual, I really don't know the whole process of it, but it's some type of tribal ritual, and then it is sexual rituals with other people. And once you do that, you basically have to admit that the devil is God. As an entertainer, anybody you see on TV, people, sorry, I'm spitting. Everybody you see on TV, people, has signed a fucking contract and has said the devil is God. They're making it bad. I'm a mystic. I'm a metaphysical person, and I choose the power of light. But I don't judge people, you see? And that's what makes me a life coach. I don't judge people. And because I don't judge people, it's getting cold out here, I guess because of the information. Because I don't judge people, I observe and I move on. And I also believe that they use devices like sign gestures to keep their Illuminati puppets in line. Yes, you sign on the dotted line for that check to be a rapper, singer, comedian, actor. But you are, again, sucking and fucking a lot of dick before you get that, my nigga. I don't care how good you are. You sucking and fucking. Trey, big up, Trey. Love you, Trey songs. Love you, Trey. I love you, you sexy bisexual motherfucker. I love you. I love you, Trey. Again, this is a disclaimer. This is my opinion and my opinion only. I have no facts except the pictures. You can check on YouTube if you want to, if you don't think Trey is bisexual. But in my opinion, Trey is bisexual. But I love you, Trey. Love you, Trey. Trey songs. Love you, love you, love you. You also should know that entertainers have what we call handlers, okay? This is the real shit, you dog. I can get yelled at for this by the principal, but I believe I'm too small on the field. I only have a couple of subscribers, so they really don't give a fuck about what I'm saying, but I'm speaking to you the truth. And I just need for you to know that I'm not talking just to give you hot air. I'm talking because I'm trying to feed you knowledge. I'm talking because I'm trying to feed you truth. And I'm telling you, as an entertainer, you have someone called a handler. It could be your papa, it could be your mama, it could be your manager, it could be your sister, your cousin, your brother, it could be your security guard, it could be somebody. Somebody is your handler, and your handler is the person that keeps the unit, which is the entertainer, in line, again, because they're pimping you out, the Greys and the 13 families, to other. This is my. I didn't hear this part about the pimping out stuff. This is what I feel as a life coach. When I give you a tarot card reading, I'm giving you what I feel. Again, this is what I feel, and what I feel only, and nothing more. Okay, there's no confirmed proof about what this piece of information that I'm saying, which is they pimp out the entertainers' bodies and souls, and then they are allowed, different entities are allowed to jump in them. Perfect example, my girl Nicki Minaj. She's got Roman, she's got Martha the Mother. These are real entities from other galaxies, other planets, utilizing that human body to get off on the emotion of ego entertainment. It's all a business. Wake the fuck up, people. It's all a business. Get your mind right. Metaphysically, you need to wake up to the ancient ways to survive, because they're putting a whole new world order into effect, and I'll talk about that later. Okay, also they use signs. The handlers use sign. The handlers use things like pendants, like objects. The handlers also use trigger words. Handlers use trigger words. Perfect example, I saw a video on YouTube, okay, and this will confirm the hand signs and the trigger words. I was watching, what is the name of that girl? I was watching Miley Cyrus get in a car on TMZ, and they said, what do you think of Paris Hilton? Miley Cyrus says, fuck that bitch, I don't like that bitch, and something to that effect, and got in the car. And they said, what did you say about Paris Hilton? What did you say about Paris Hilton? And quickly they show you the handler putting her hand on top of the car seat, making the sign for forget, and then making the sign for silent. When Miley Cyrus, I think it was Miley Cyrus. If it's not Miley Cyrus, it's Lindsay Lohan. Check both. No, it's Lindsay Lohan. It's not Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is the girl with the wrecking ball thing. No. Lindsay Lohan. And then they ask Lindsay Lohan, and they say, what did you say about Paris Hilton? What did you say about Paris Hilton? And after the handler, they show you in the video, check it on YouTube, do the sign of silent and forget. Miley turned around and said, what are you talking about? You could look into her eyes. I'm conscious, so I can see it and feel it in others. You could look into the girl's eyes and totally see that she did not know what the fuck this man was talking about. She was like, what are you talking about? Paris Hilton is my friend. How could you say that? She was like really, really hurt. And I was like, damn, this shit is real. So know that they do use hypnotic mind programming. Perfect example, Neo warned you, red pill or blue pill, truth or lie, hello, dark or light, Luciferian or goddess, God or Jesus. And Jesus, you guys, to remind you, Jesus is a symbol of the sun. Religion took it from Jew took it from the Moors got it from the extraterrestrials, got it from the Lumerians, got it from the Egyptians, you know. So know that they're taking an ancient tradition and choosing a side. That's what Illuminati is, but they're not illuminated because they're not on the side of light. They're on the side of darkness. And every time you give them the title illuminated ones, you personify their energy. They're Luciferians. Call them what they are. They're Luciferians. Call them what they are. Calling them Illuminati, knowing that they don't do light magic, is perpetrating a lie and giving them energy. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, plain away. They also do isolation and drugs and chemical insertion into your body to sedate you. You basically, as an artist, you are a unit to them. You are a unit to them. They have the gay secret society. They have the black secret society. Because in the beginning, the 12 families wasn't letting in black people. Jay-Z, they just started letting you in. They just started letting you in, Jay-Z, because they weren't down for black people. But they're businessmen, and they grew to 13 families, and they knew that bringing in the African Americans can return a good return, can give you a good return. So they did what businessmen do. They ate it, and now they deal with a race that they don't respect and they don't like. So emotions is money in the intergalactic world we call the galaxy. So units that are now out are like Kathy O'Brien. Her handler, if you're old school, was Bob Hope. Beyonce, her handler was her dad at first, I believe, but this is just congesture and life coach feeling and thought. I think her daddy was her handler, and then after her daddy, it was Jay-Z. Because they showed on, proof, they showed on YouTube a segment when Jay-Z and Beyonce was at a Nets game. And you could tell Beyonce, she wasn't right, and she said something to Jay-Z like twice. After she said something to Jay-Z like twice, Jay-Z looks up at the sky to get focused on putting her in a trance, and she goes into this trance, my kings and queens, and she was like, oh, no, 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 like singing to herself, no, no, no. And in my opinion, my life coach is getting hot again. In my life coach feeling, I think the reason why Jay-Z put her in a trance is because I bet you she talked so much during the game that he couldn't enjoy the game, so he decided to put her in a trance so she could shut the fuck up and so she can not talk to him during the game. I'm just conjecture, people. This is conjecture, and this is guessing, and this is feeling. This is no proof. This is my opinion. Life coach, international life coach opinion. And he just didn't want her to fucking talk during the game. That's why he put her in a trance. That's the only sense I can make of it as a life coach. Like I told you, Lindsay Lohan, a girl she drank with, I don't know who the girl was her handler. Miley, okay. To say the name Miley Cyrus is to go back to the beginning of business entertainment and let you know that they train these entertainers from childhood. Yeah, you can get signed when you're a teenager. Yeah, you can get signed when you're in the afternoon or get a little bit older in your mid-20s. They do that, but they also make units too. Yes, yes, yes. This world may be primitive, but the system that's in play makes for a very lucrative income. Very lucrative income. So yeah, they train these kids from Disney, and they're training our kids through, but because the way they program the TV, it makes our children zombies, and it keeps the units who are keeping the children occupied, because that's what entertainers are. They keep the people occupied, and off the fact that they stole our land for us and making us pay for something that's not even valuable. Gold, currency is not even gold. Currency is backed by nothing. It's backed by debt. Currency is debt, but I'll talk that in another video. Currency is debt, okay? Currency no money, but they got you thinking it's worth something. It is what it is. Anyway, the rules of business entertainment. I'm just telling you what to expect when you get into the music biz. Also, Katy Perry had a handler. I don't remember. Oh, it was her boyfriend. I don't know who his name, but it was her boyfriend, and she was, I guess, rushing along on the red carpet. I guess he wanted to ego talk, and he showed her a pendant, and she stopped tugging on his coat and let him talk. Like she got in line. And then he was ready to walk. He was like, okay, you shut the fuck up, bitch. Now it's time to go. And he proceeded to walk out of the frame. And she was stuck there looking stupid as hell. Like, she had to, but she answered back. She was a good unit. She was a good entertainer. She answered back. Also, people like Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, Drake, Weezy, anybody. Drake did a ritual with Madonna. Google that. I mean, not Google it, but YouTube that. And basically, Madonna was indoctrinating him. But to you guys, it was a surprise guest of Madonna at a Drake video, or vice versa. And she kissed him. And you could tell he was trying to get into it, but I guess her tongue got too long, because when he stopped kissing her, he was like, ugh! He went, he was in a chair, she pulled him back, she kissed him, and then he was like, oh! I think it's because the reptilian jumped in her, and the real reptilian tongue went down his throat, and it tasted nasty. That's what I think. And I think that is a beautiful way. Okay, I think, okay, this is conjecture again. I think that's a beautiful way to inseminate Drake with a chip to keep him in line. It's like, it's easy to give these kids the chip and keep them in line. You could slip it in their dick. You could slip it in their drink. You could slip it in their reaction. You could slip it any way. You could slip it when you give them the bonus check, the cash. Sign on the dotted line after you do this operation, you know, because we want to keep an eye on you. Perfect example of truth. What is the name of that show? It was about a secret government program that took death row inmates and trained them to be assassins, and these assassins killed for the government. And the main character was that white girl with black hair. Forgot who she was. This is real, y'all. They train okay, let's go back. The MK Ultra. They did trials of this. They tested this mind programming information on many people. They even tried to destroy the information, but they were able to find 200,000 files on MK Ultra mind controlling clients and test trials. 200,000 test trials. So they have this technology intact, and they keep their entertainers in line because of it. Madonna was the good girl. Now Madonna is like a head master mother or whatever, because she's indoctrinating the new younger crowd. She kissed Drake, she kissed Britney, she kissed what is the other girl's name? Love her to death. You know, they did that dance on, I think, VH1 Awards, and they both were in a wedding dress, and Madonna kissed both of them. That's what I'm talking about. That was a ritual. That was a ritual, people. They do blood sacrifices. They get together, and with blood sacrifices, you have to know, to get higher in the entertainment biz, one of your family members have to die. To get high in the entertainment biz, one of your family members have to die. And I feel that everybody should know this as people who watch entertainers. They don't think you should know this. They don't think you should know that your entertainer, that the idol that you love, is being paid to keep you hypnotized and programmed, just like the movie Matrix says. It's not real, it's programming. Football, basketball, baseball, movies, actors, actresses, comedians, porn, it's all meant to keep you hypnotized and programmed and not asking the real questions. So, please know and understand that if that's what you're going to get into, that's what you're going to get into. But it's not an easy life, you guys. I say run from it. My opinion, my life coach opinion, if you're going to be an entertainer, then sell your own shit, be under your own shit, do your own shit. Because once you get under the 13 families, you become a slave. You become a puppet. You are a puppet. And within becoming a puppet, you become soulless, bodiless, willless, conscious, freeless, and just a robot. Completely just a robot. Wheezy, you know what? There's a lot of people in this world I feel that should get a pass and not really speak too much upon. And I'm going to give Wheezy that pass, because why his mom, from what I've done my research on, she was really shady. I really didn't go into it. I saw a couple of headlines. I watched 1 or 2 videos, and Wheezy's mom is not the nicest person, and he hasn't been through the nicest things. He's not like a Mariah Carey that came from a good life. Like, he came from nothing. So I understand why Wheezy would sign on the dotted line. You know, plus if, you know, anyway, move on. Riri, I have a question. Maybe somebody can give me the answer down below. But I read that Riri is in the 5th degree of her secret society group. And I believe that there are degrees. Don't account or keep it to me, because I'm not too familiar with secret societies of other people. I have my own secret society, and that's what I basically focus on. I don't really be in other people's business unless I have to. But Riri, I read that Riri is a 5th degree, which makes her higher than Beyonce. And I think the reason why she's higher than Beyonce is because once Beyonce got married to Jay-Z and Jay-Z became her handler, she's lower on the totem pole because Riri's not married. But that's just conjecture and hearsay. Okay, that's just my opinion. These rituals are serious in the metaphysical world of the entertainment biz. And it's really hard for relationships too. Look at Jordan Sparks and Jason Derulo. Like, I believe they were made for each other. And I believe if they stay safe and keep protected at all times when they're dealing with whoever they're dealing with until they meet again, they'll be okay. You know, and that's another thing you have to deal with these metaphysical 13 family rituals and secret societies. They fucking and sucking with no protection. So if Harry got sapped, you got sapped too. And that's, I feel, another reason why they keep the entertainers in line. Because once you get sapped and sapped-dapped and STDs and HIVs and TTTs and CCCs and all of that, then you are again susceptible to being a puppet. You know, I don't believe they're practicing safe sex. I hope they are, but I don't believe these sex parties are having safe sex. I don't believe it. And I believe that they also set up relationships between the entertainers to promote propaganda So they say, yeah, we want LL Cool J to start fucking with Katy Perry. They do that for couples. So a couple of couples you've seen most likely were set up by their puppets, by their puppet masters, to promote and to personify the lie. To personify the lie. So to me, again, there is another thing with the entertainers that the handlers and the 13 families make sure they keep in line with them, is that they don't control their money. And I used to watch the MTV shows and see the big houses and the nice cars and all the material things, and I'd wonder why a single man who likes fucking 5 girls in 5 different days would want a huge house like that. Come to find out that they're not allowed to spend green cash. They're not allowed to. They're only allowed to spend credit card and the black card money. They're not allowed to just take out $25,000 just for the fuck of it. If they do, then they'll have someone knocking on their door asking, yo, you took out $10,000 for what? In cash for what? I don't like people chasing my money like that. I'm glad, because I tried to pursue a music career and I never made it, and I always wondered why, and now I know why, because the legion of different personas and ghosts and energy that roll with me on a constant knew that it wasn't the life that I wanted. You know, if they felt like they knew it wasn't the life that I wanted, so they kept me from it. Because I was almost signed to a record label, I think, called Costa Nostra, but they never called me back. And I think it was because my legion posse of interdimensional beings was keeping me safe. As a life coach, I have a lot of interdimensional beings protecting me. And you can see the wind blowing, giving you the confirmation and sign that life does when it comes to truth and lies.